The Venatori tortured these people. May you find peace.
Very few people survive Colivan's rehabilitation.
You did.
Bueno, allá hay cristal.
Wait, we cannot go after Colivan yet. Not while he has my blood. We need to get that barrier down. Find the crystals that power it. I'm on it.
One down, 2 to go.
Ah, mira, encima que tengo. Buenísimo. Ay, el meteorito está muy bueno, este meteorito. Se siente que aplasta, ¿verdad?
Consider it done.
There. Just one crystal between us and the other side of that barrier.
That's it. The barrier should be down.
Let's see what's on the other side.
Wow. That's less of a vial and more of a bottle.
There. That's the one. It has to be.
So now what?
Now we find Caliban.
your demon? Feeling contained?
Mostly.
It's fine. We can talk about something else. What's Katerina like?
After so long in this pit, I barely remember.
Bueno, esta batalla me acuerdo que no era fácil. Hay que ver igual no me acuerdo de la resistencia que tenía.
Oh, this was entirely unnecessary. Zara and her little jests. He's already the demon of Virantium. Won't this be ironic? Hilarious. And now look at the mess you've made of my facility. She always leaves me to clean up.
So this is Caliban.
He is. The target I was sent for a year ago. A crow never abandons a contract.
What did they offer?
Ah, bueno. Resistente al fuego. Vamos a tener que tirar. Igual le voy a tirar. Podría combinar, pero yo lo que voy a hacer, lo voy a tirar de este y lo voy a tirar al piso con esta.
For you in exchange for my life, Crow. Was it worth it? Oh, you brought ruffians with you. Were you lonely? You are a failed experiment, not worthy of my time. The ossuary is my domain. No one leaves here. You will pay for your arrogance, Crow. I am in control here. I am the... I refuse to fall. I will have order. No, I will not be a victim like the others.
Está fallando el teclado, joder. Vamos así. Te costa.
The crows send their regards.
So, we got your target.
Yes, the job's done.
Smells like blood. Ashes. Not done, not yet.
Lucanis, are you alright? Lucanis? What are you looking at?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air.
Ese mago es único. Después no hay otro que pelea así. Que tira esos los disparos a mucha velocidad. Ahora acá. A ver qué hace.
Shall we go?
I'm ready to get out of this place.
Imagine how I feel.
Make it.
Lucanis, what happened here?
A message from Zara Renata. I can't believe it. You're home.
Sarah? Her people got this close?
The woman who runs the prison.
The Venatori witch who captured me.
Revenge for the breakout, maybe.
Where's Katerina?
She's...
The Venatori caught her in their confusion. I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
I had a deal with Katerina. If that's not honored,
You have your contract.
You should take some time.
I don't need time. I need a target.
You just got here, and already you want to leave again?
Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
I'll return him in one piece.
Thank you. Cousin, when you find Sarah, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antam on one side and Venatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sara came for us here, in my house. She took Katerina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards, Thea.
For Katerina.
The crows had lost a talon, but the demon of Irantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due. And they would all be paid in blood.
Me encantan esas cinemáticas así.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
The demon in Lucanus. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well, we'd have to,
You'll have to kill me.
If things get out of hand, that's always an option.
Careful of him. I want to talk to him.
Before we do, well, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them. I want to talk to
Lucanus!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
What did he do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way?
But he could just take you over, make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but kind of good news, in a way.
Don't pretend this is all right. It wouldn't be fine if another person did it.
No, but there's nothing I can do about it. If it were another person, I could solve this with a knife. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
No offense, but having an abomination in the lighthouse makes me nervous.
Well, being an abomination makes me nervous too.
Lucanus.
Please.
I should see what Nev has to say.
Abundance.
Podría mejorar algunas cosas, pero no sé por qué. La curación, ¿y esto qué es? Ah, este es el nivel. No, todavía no. Bueno, la misión principal tenemos otra acá, una charla. Qué raro. Que no podemos ir a... Ciudad Portal. Que son de Treviso, ¿no? No sé si hablar con Ned, porque podemos volver a Treviso para explorar, ¿no?
You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer, though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean?
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Minrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
When the first talent of the Crows gives you a job, you do it. Especially if she's your grandmother. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
The crossroads can be dicey, but the lighthouse is safe. Oh, and if you see a spirit around called the Caretaker, they're friendly.
After the ossuary, that will be a pleasant change. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say he picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
So, if you're an abomination...
I suppose I should get used to that.
But I heard that only mages can get possessed by demons.
I'm skilled with a blade, but I promise you, without Spite, I have the magical talent of a brick. There must be some difference between a demon deceiving their way into a body and being forced into one. Only Zara knows for sure.
We need you. But if you're any kind of threat to us, I want to know now.
It helps to have targets to focus on, and you have no shortage of enemies. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
Encima no dejan viajar. ¿Cómo voy a ir ahora? A ver. No sé, la verdad. A ver, pará. Si lo podemos configurar. Acá ponemos este. A ver las habilidades. Este nos sube el daño. Yo creo que le pondría ese, se lo dejo así y acá le ponemos este. Bueno, contra mouse. Bueno, podría llevar a Lucani porque es cuerpo a cuerpo. Me conviene tener uno cuerpo a cuerpo que distraiga a los enemigos. Podría llevar a Velara, que tiene este que está muy bueno. Vamos a probar así.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's...
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
I have a contract too. The gods.
Lofty goals. Perhaps more aligned with ours than you'd guess.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
You're in charge. Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
The gods care about taking Treviso.
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Helping the crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow, then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus may not trust you at first, because you're Kunari.
The occupation makes it difficult to appreciate the difference between regular Kunari and the Antam.
Bueno, ahí me mencionó que soy un Kunari. Ya hay una diferencia. Acá está el gremio, ¿no?
I keep the crows well stocked. You're welcome to it.
Este tenía... Ah, sí, el cinturón tiene, ¿verdad? Ahí está. Nivel 2. Llevo la tienda nivel 2, así compro este. Yo le vendería todo porque total. Ah, este es un regalo. A ver qué tiene esto. No. Yo le vendería todo porque total. Después vamos a conseguir más cosas para subir las tiendas. Aparte el cinturón no sé qué me va a dar. Otorga daño mejorado al usar pociones. Bueno, ese no nos sirve. nos da igual, pero bueno, para tener todo no sirve mucho, digo. Este está bueno. Pero a Lucanis no, pero a Lucanis no creo que sea el que lleve el definitivo. Sí, le vendo todo. Ahí está. Ya tenemos eso. Bueno, ya no tendría que subir más ya a la tienda. Después no tiene otra cosa que me interese. Ese bastón no me interesa. Eso tampoco. Esto tampoco. Ese tampoco. Ah, este no pude comprar yo. En mi anterior partida. Acá porque... Bueno. Aumento por ciento al daño.
Good luck with your contracts.
¿Esa misión qué es? Ah, sí, la de también. El regalo.
You're new as well, right? I'm that child.
Just
Hello.
Ese lugar, bueno, es nivel 30 la misión, pero vamos a ver un cacho y te vuelvo. Así habilitamos.
Back on the ground soon.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem Tevinter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a bit of misery now.
Right.
Feel the strength of Venatori.
No, no. Bueno, vamos a probar. Combate total.
Witness and destroy!
Ranged engage. That spot, move!
Ay, la tengo corta.
Defend! End it now!
Just say when! Death will be punished!
I'm ready.
experiencia, ¿no? Obviamente eso no lo tengo que romper todavía. Me dieron 120 de experiencia, bastante. Bueno, ahora volvemos acá. Ah, encima me acuerdo que acá había una daga única. Hasta que consiga la que quiero. Quizá me sirva, no sé. Las stats que me...
Almost there.
Podría comprar toda los objetos valiosos que haya. Allá hay otro coso, pero este no está activado. Ah, está activado. Ah, no. No está activado.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, Lucanus, but how did the Venatori stick you with spite?
They fed me something. Like he was a parasite in uncooked meat.
You know, I've spent lots of time around demons, but I've never heard of them being used that way.
Zara said she got the idea from some cult in Orlais. They used it on seekers who are immune to demons.
Ahí está. Esta conversación está muy buena que está teniendo con Velara. Lo de los, ahora me acordé de los buscadores de Cassandra. A ver. No, creo que no necesite tampoco. El sombrero que necesita.
Targets ahead.
The Venatori were growing demons and people? That's what was happening in the ossuary?
Zara was trying to get certain types of demons. Some are harder to summon than others, I guess. They were waiting for Spite to break out of my body like I was a cocoon for a moth.
I mean, I'm glad he didn't, but why didn't he?
We made a deal.
So they found him?
With bruises. Antam, stumbling out of a tavern, shoved him about the street for fun.
Your brother is safe.
Ah, mira, hay un cofre ahí. No sé a dónde lleva esto, ¿eh? Ah, la parte esa.
Go down.
I'll handle it. Consider it done.
nosotros pasamos acá, dimos la vuelta, venimos así. A ver acá. Ah, está bien, está bien. Es allá. Si me voy acá, volvemos. Vamos para atrás entonces.
So I heard we're on a rotation for cooking?
Supposed to be, and used to be, but, well...
What is it?
Well, some of it's an acquired taste. So I tend to do most of the cooking, a lot of the time.
Bueno, ahí está el gato fantasma. Acá era. Acá hay una... Hay una daga única. A ver, nosotros subimos acá a esta zona, está bien. A ver qué hace. Me cura prácticamente. Igual, claro, este no tengo bola de los beneficios. Ah, no. Vamos a llevarla. Porque hace más daño. Los ataques cargados, ahora me olvidé otra vez. A ver, ataques cargados. Necrosis o hemorragia. Bueno, justamente yo tengo esta que hace, la bola esta que hace necrosis.
So Spide doesn't worry you.
Well, a little bit. But Rook trusts you, and so I do too.
What if Rook's wrong about me, though? I am an assassin, a paid killer.
Well, no one's paying you to kill me, so I figure I'm probably safe.
True.
Watch ahead.
Thanks, Lacanis.
Just stay away.
No, ese tampoco es.
I noticed you weren't at the supper table last night. Are you not feeling well?
Oh, you noticed? I wasn't hungry.
Harding made her potato stew.
Oh, I had no idea that she was cooking.
I didn't know that could happen to potatoes. It was a learning experience.
It usually is.
Acá está el mercado. Vamos a repasar. Podría
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
So many things you could buy. How do you choose?
Voy a ver si ¿cuánto? Tengo bastante oro ahora, ¿no? Podría comprarle los objetos valiosos, ¿no?
Cafe later?
We can size anyone from dwarves to Kunari.
Oh, Sinead. Good to
Pues
see
no,
another
no le
Kunari who
compré.
isn't one of the dust-brained Antom.
Estas cosas, me refiero.
Our leather is pre-treated to remain soft and supple.
Left the Kuhn to get away from Antom assholes. Now they're here anyway.
350, me parece que esa algo nos daba un bonus de ser tan, porque era muy caro.
Anything I can help you with?
Greetings.
Over here, we've got a replica of Gara Hell's elf blade, as described in last flight of the Griffins.
Anything sound good? We've got Cellini ham and strawberry jam. Good day to you. But they tasted all right to me. Each piece is an investment.
Come take a look if you like.
Anything here speak to your aura?
400, este me parece que lo compro 400.
I've never travelled, but when this war is over, I'm going to go everywhere.
Let me know if you'd like to see anything close up. Feeling troubled? Some nice hematite.
You need help with anything?
For ground.
Just let Tia know.
Bueno, me da, para comprar.
Tia can help.
A ver si lo compro.
Everything here has been charged under moonlight.
Creo que ir a otro más, ¿no?
What does it say it needs? Sinead, that's how Kunari say hello.
Después ya no había más.
Belara, why are they called veil jumpers? What are they jumping over?
It's more that we're jumping into problem spots and less that we're jumping things, in general.
I wouldn't want the crows to start being called death climbers, is all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. But what about death jumpers, right?
Bueno, ahí hay esas cosas. Esto lo vamos a agarrar después. Necesitamos otro personaje. Trae, salí acá. ¿Qué es esto? Esto es una zona nueva.
Hey, are you with the Anthem? You should be. With the Anthem expanding, it's the right time for Kanadi to join. Those merchants are not laughing at me now.
Tampoco.
No te preocupes.
Bueno, ahí ya habíamos ido. Es porque pasamos por acá.
So when the Veil Jumpers deal with a relic, who hires you?
Nobody? Who in a forest would hire us?
That's exactly what I was wondering. How do you get your jobs?
We figure out where reality's collapsing and go there. Careful ahead.
Now's your chance! Stay in cover.
Ranged incoming. You got it.
They're down.
Bueno, acá hay un par de secretos que yo antes me lo... no sabía. Pasa que no se ve bien.
Easy enough.
Trouble coming. Hitting us from range. Hitting us from
We need to close it.
right out. Ranged incoming.
On the job.
Ranged.
We're at range. End it now. Of course.
For sure.
Good work.
Good work, everyone.
On the job.
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. Might not be the only ones interested.
What gives them that?
So this is Treviso now.
Have some hope. The crows haven't given up.
They won't last much longer if the Untom have their way.
Ya hemos venido acá, pero
Don't worry.
como
Taylor and
activé,
Viago sent us.
You're not more Antom, are you?
activé la misión, ahora aparecieron.
Prove it and kill them! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left. Got them!
Good to go.
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin, they... Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then, someone has to finish this for Dareth. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should see if Dareth had any information on him. That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I spotted something on the walls. Earlier, I mean.
Let's go look.
Y acá... Ah, ahí, no fui a ver.
Of course.
If the Butcher wants Treviso to thrive, he needs to let ships sail freely.
A crow mark. Perfectly thrown.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out.
Vamos a ver a la izquierda a ver qué hay.
Wow. Even during an occupation, the market is still pretty busy.
I meant to pick up more
Acá me
spices.
olvidé.
Another time. Best place in Treviso.
I can't believe this cafe is hidden inside all the crowds and chaos. I love it.
Este es el lugar preferido de Canis.
The butcher wants to see Treviso? Then he shall. My father will throw a ball.
Una persona de Twitter acá.
A fine evening, is it not?
So, how do you get paid?
We don't. At least, I've never gotten paid.
You're performing a service, Bella. Veil jumpers should get paid for that.
Well, sure, but who's gonna pay?
Dalish clans, towns and villages around the edge of Arlethin Forest.
Maybe the town's...
This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere.
What were we talking about? Dalish clans, towns and villages around the edge of Arlethin Forest.
Maybe the town's...
Another mark this way. The butcher is making poison. Comic.
Comic? That stuff gives you nightmares. Chips at your mind.
If I were the butcher, it would be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antarn brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We'll stop him there before this goes any further.
Vamos a la tienda. Ah, pará. Terminemos la misión.
Yes, over here! Take him out, quick!
End this! Ready, Rook!
Bueno, estas suenan completamente nuevas. Que a veces meten unas hostias, pero... Bueno, dice que vayamos ahí. Abajo debe estar cerrado, entonces.
Traitors bartered this city, that is true. But on town do not respect traitors. I command you to ignore whisperers. I command you to ignore traitors.
We're in. Let's find the coming master.
Abajo hay gente.
Those who do not obey have no role. They do not exist. Choose to exist.
Watch ahead.
This place is forbidden!
You cannot forbid the crows! Just say when.
Pero si voy a, de verdad, si voy a curar con Velara... Tiempo de recarga... Le puedo sacar acá a Lucanis. Y le ponemos... Este era mejor. El combate...
Traitors bartered this city, that is true. But on town do not respect traitors. Treviso is ours. Obey my example, and the cattle outsider. Time to test my gift.
A mí me está hablando. Ah, la primera... Esta es la primera runa, ¿no? No. Sí, yo no la estoy ni usando, la verdad.
I am will made flesh. So much flesh. Finally.
Vulnerable o no.
The fight the butcher denied has come to me. Prove my worth.
I'm here on behalf of the crows. Poisoner.
Poison. You face the gift of the god.
Mierda.
Say the word. On the job.
We'll ask questions after it's dead. Keep at it. We can't let this thing out.
Ready here.
On the job.
ask questions after it's dead. Can't let this thing out.
Ready here.
Just rise, queen, reign. I think we've just about got it. It's done. Becoming Master's dead.
Thank goodness. Hate those things.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Kamek. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Taya and Viago need to know they were right.
Vamos de una. Dale, vamos a vender todo acá. Para que vamos a hablar.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not. I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
Who is this?
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
It's bigger than whatever it is you're whining about. The gods are corrupting some of the Antam.
And the Butcher?
You two are right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them. One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
I'm here for whatever hurts the gods.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
Stock up with whatever you need.
Nivel 3. Claro, el que cuesta es el 4. Por esto. Pero bueno, en realidad yo no necesito subir al 4, pero por esto.
Good luck
No,
with your
encima
contracts.
se necesitan 15 de
Always
esto.
eager for your business. See you again.
No sé si llego a conseguir tanto. Bueno, este era el regalo. Tengo que hablar con F. El bosque ya... Este ya habíamos hecho todo lo que se podía. Acá está bloqueado. Tendremos que hablar con él. Vamos a mejorar el taller otra vez.
The fires are lit.
Estamos cerca de 2075. Sí, otra charla. No. Ah, sí, con Lucanis.
Rook, Hilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Bueno. Antes de hablar con Ned, vamos. Voy a ver una cosa en el mirador de personaje, a ver si el tema del cuerpo, si lo voy a poner más grande todavía. Porque eso, los Antons son mucho más musculosos todavía. Acá. Sí, la personificación sí.
You can stop fussing over.
Para. Este es. Yo le puse ese. Pero ¿por qué se sale la... esto? Quiero... Está bien, este es así, pero ahora si yo lo pongo acá. Ah, se buguea esto, ¿no? Pará. ¿Será...? Sí. Voy a guardar. ¿Ves? Ahora me deja. La primera vez te deja, pero la segunda vez te dice... si querés... No sé qué te dice. Esto es... No, me parece que no se puede. Porque es lo mismo, o sea, simplemente tocar acá te cambia el... ¿Cómo se llama esto? Te modifica esto. Yo... No, vamos a salir. Ojalá así. Bueno, vamos a Treviso. En el mercado.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
Anything here? So you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Belara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Would you like to see
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Ah, es algo extra.
Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Right. I know we came here for coffee, but I prefer tea.
Ugh.
Nobody's listening. Should we get to business?
There's still the one at table 3.
She just left to follow the waitress.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Varantium.
Sí, yo en la vida real prefiero el té también.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first stolen. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Sarah could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Sarah would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
Se me traspasa la bota. Pasa que el personaje es tan alto que me dice que...
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Let him. Crow business or not, we'll find Zara ourselves.
Good.
So, are you glad to be back in Antiva?
It doesn't feel real yet. And it wasn't this fool of Antam when I left.
I can imagine it's a shock.
They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your tea?
Bold and refreshing. I feel ready for anything. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Con la armadura que tengo sobresale sobre la mesa por la rodilla. A ver, sería este, me parece. Ah, tenemos que darle el regalo, pero bueno, eso se hace rápido. Y bueno, ahora sí. Salvo que... Salvo que haya otra conversación, ¿no? Hay otra conversación. Igual no creo que sea el regalo. Debe ser ahí. Otro chat.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
Bueno, vamos a empezar, le damos regalo.
For me?
Está contento, mira la cara. La cara. Marqué otra misión. Bueno, claro, no. Creo que sí. Bueno, está bueno. Para mi personaje, es un personaje que el que me estoy haciendo necesita tener siempre maná. Pero bueno, a Lucani no tengo pensado llevarlo. Pero bueno. Decisión. Esa 3 otra vez.
Jacobs, how is he?
It is good to have found Darren's body. Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Thea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
What do you need us to do?
There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Maker, help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Hilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andradea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
Something's going on with him. I don't know what.
When he's not on the job, my cousin always has his head in the clouds.
Hilario can be a handful, but this, the only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next, and my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come, I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Caterina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
She was a smart lady.
She was the best. Of all the Talons, Caterina was the sharpest.
Which makes it even harder to believe this could happen. Nobody could catch her unaware. And now Hilario's got his head in the clouds.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
¿Tendré alguna cosita más? A ver.
Let's do business.
No.
Come back soon.
Bueno, ahora sí.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori. If the Venatori move, the Shadows will hear it first. Meet you in Docktown.
Bueno, ahora ya podemos volver a Rafus. Ah, bueno. Bueno, si va Neb. Bueno, en realidad es verdad, porque yo no estoy usando. Con esta build no estoy usando detonaciones. Podría llevar a las 2. Podría congelar con Neb, con Melara, los atraigo. Los congelo con Melara. Encima vamos a enfrentarnos a los Venatori. Yo tengo ataques de fuego. Vamos a probar.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
A ver, ¿cómo le llevamos a Neb? Ya le ponemos, vamos a mejorarle. congelo y ahí les tiro de todo. Vaya que no hay nadie.
Raining again.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
But why is it called that? On Valanim, it's the ancient elven word for womb.
Huh. Interesting.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask.
Ah, mira, este sí. Golpear con ataque final. Igual, bueno, en algún momento va a subir. Hay que precipitarse. Ah, este es el casco. 15 desgaste de usar técnicas. De daño de técnicas y todas las sellas comparten el mismo tipo de técnica. Este es el casco que compro. Ya conseguí. Bueno, el bastón ya lo tengo. El cinturón y el casco recién. Bueno, el regalo. Después tengo que comprar este. Para adornar el faro, ¿no?
Come back soon. We'll have more.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es? Ah, sí, el regalo. Ahora estamos acá, no podemos volver. Bueno, después de esto yo creo que nos van a dejar vía libre para recorrer acá. Le voy a poner el casco. A pesar que ahora no tenemos ninguna beneficio porque está todo capado. Pero bueno, nos aumenta el daño de la técnica porque es ligero. A ver qué pintura tiene.